Hey y'all, it's me, Enchanting Goddess, back here with another video today. I'm going to go ahead and jump into prayer. God, I thank you so much for this day and for all the other days that you have given us. I ask that you please continue to cover us and our families during these troublesome times. I ask that whatever you are trying to reveal to us, that you please reveal it and make it clear to each of us differently in our lives in whichever way it may apply. I ask that you please help us to evolve closer to you and to become closer as a collective, because I know that all you want from us is for us to love ourselves and to love each other. Um, I thank you so much for your patience and your mercy and your grace. And just thank you so much for everything. Amen. Okay. So I received a download this morning, maybe at like 4 or 5, while I was asleep. And it said to me, because these last few days have been kind of tough for me, but I'll get more into that really soon. So the download said, find your peace in the middle of this storm. And basically, how many times you fall down and get back up is what builds your strength and what makes your character. It didn't come out exactly like that, but in other words, that's what the message was. So I hopped up and I wrote it down, because when I have dreams and downloads, when I'm half asleep, I'll be like, well, I'll remember, but I don't when I end up getting up. So I wrote that down this morning, and I wanted to make this video. I wasn't going to even make a video today because, like I said, I've been kind of stressed and down or whatever. But I came here to Atlanta to check on my apartment and to make sure everything was okay. And I was like, I'm gonna just take these few days to myself because I've been with my family. And like I mentioned in my other video, I need time to myself sometime, just with my own thoughts, to really I don't know, navigate and just to like have my woosah time. But these days turned out to be something different than what I expected. I've been really in my feelings. Excuse me. I've been really in my feelings about a few things. I spoke about ending a karmic cycle, and the last relationship that I was in was a soul connection, just to keep it simple, because I don't really want to make this video about it. A soul connection is basically, it's a deep connection that you have with someone that is past the physical. It's like you recognize each other's souls. It's like when you meet, you're like, hey, I know you, like, or you feel like y'all are like best friends, or like you met them in another lifetime from the first day that you have met them. And a lot of other weird things happen too, like supernatural things that draw you to this person, or make you feel like this person is supposed to be in your life. That's just to scratch the surface to explain the intensity of a soul connection. So basically, I entered a karmic cycle. And a karmic cycle, well, this karmic cycle for me has been about unhealthy relationships, not valuing myself enough, because you teach people how to treat you. So I've been blaming other people for my unsuccessful relationships, and some of it is their fault, but I'm also realizing I played a major role in it as well, because you teach people how to treat you. So if you don't love yourself enough, if you don't value yourself enough from the beginning of that relationship, it has already kind of failed, because you teach people how to treat you. So if you don't love yourself or value yourself enough from the beginning, it's not gonna be successful, because they're gonna treat you accordingly. And if you level up later on and you want to be treated a certain way, then the other person has to adjust or whatever. So in my case, the person didn't want to adjust, so I had to remove myself. And I have to face the fact that I'm sad about it. I didn't really want to, because I had so much anger and resentment toward the person, but if you love someone, you love them, and me ignoring it or being angry about it isn't going to make it go away. So I just really been facing my feelings about that, and I've cried and been sad about it. I've allowed myself to be sad about it because I've been fighting it off or whatever, but that's not healthy. Suppressing your emotions aren't healthy. Another thing I've been stressed about is this whole corona thing. Of course, like, I'm sure everybody is, but about my job, it's like my job may open back up in May, but it's like, do you even want do I even want to go back there because of the risk or whatever? So I just feel kind of helpless in a sense when it comes to a lot of things. So I was like really frustrated and sad and stressed or whatever. So I allowed myself to go through those emotions, and I feel better today because just because you don't face something or you keep suppressing a emotion, that doesn't mean that it's gonna go away. It'll just be there for you to face the next day. So, and also going through emotions and crying about stuff is how you heal. Because when you keep feelings within you, they just build up. They build up over time, and it turns into anger or like stress or depression or whatever. So it's not good to hold emotions inside. You have to release things. Like, that's the point of crying. That's why tears come out of your eyes, because you're releasing the toxins and negativity out of your body, literally. Like, look up crying. Crying is very important. Like, it's very necessary. That's why God created a way for us to release. And crying is one of those ways or whatever. So don't think that um, just because you cry that you're being weak. No, you're being human, and you need to take care of your body. Your body has things that it needs from you, and only you can control it. So if your body is sad, you need to cry and face those emotions and really navigate through them and see what's making you sad so that you can, fix it. And the things that you can't necessarily fix on your own, surrender those things to God. But the things that you can't help, like crying, is something that you can control. So cry, get those emotions out. Meditation is something you can control. Meditate, take care of your chakras. Eat healthy things because your body responds to the food that you eat. Drink water. Work out, dance, do things that help your body feel good. Because I allow myself to be in a funk for maybe 2 to 3 days. But after that, okay, it's time to get up and get out of this funk that I'm in. And right now, I feel like that's very critical because of what we're going through. Like, we're stuck in the house and it's a national disaster going on. So don't allow yourself to get depressed by trying to suppress feelings or by falling down and staying down. Get back up again to try, even if you don't feel like it, because like I said earlier, character and strength is built by how many times that you get up. Like, life is always going to throw things at you that knock you down, but you can't give up. And what makes you stronger is your ability to get back up again, and the lessons that you learn from falling down and getting knocked down is what make you wiser. So don't be afraid to fail at things. Don't be afraid to be weak and to be open and emotional about things too, because you're human. Like, you need to face all of the emotions, not just always looking happy. No one is happy all the time. No one is strong all the time. Like, don't put those expectations on yourself. And as I'm talking to y'all, I'm also talking to myself as well, because I was raised by a very independent woman where in my household we didn't really discuss emotions like that. We just kind of, I've watched her brush it off and keep going. So subconsciously that molded my mind to be the same way. And also through things I've gone through life, being bullied and being mistreated by people, I've learned to not need people at times, or to brush off my feelings and keep going, because at times that's all I could do. But that's not me taking care of myself. Now that I'm older, I'm realizing that it did make me stronger. It did teach me a lot of lessons, but I also have to learn how to be soft with myself and allow myself to be vulnerable and to have emotion and know that it's okay, regardless of what anyone else thinks. Don't look for approval to be weak. Don't look for approval to be vulnerable. And this goes for men too. This goes for men the most, because I know that y'all are taught to be emotionless. You have to be strong, you got to be a man. Men don't cry. That is ignorant as hell. Like, don't teach people that. I'm not going to teach my son that he shouldn't have emotions or cry about things, because your body works just like ours do. You're a human being. You have emotions. When something happened that hurt your feelings, it hurts. It's not going to just disappear because you're a man. Like, feelings don't care about gender. So I'm not saying, you know, dwell on things, but I'm saying allow yourself to have emotions about stuff. I'm not saying stay down, but if you fall, it's okay if you fall down. It's okay to have a bad day or whatever, but just always know that you're going to get back up. But when you suppress your feelings, like you feel like you have to be so strong and tough all the time, or you can't have emotions, you're like damaging your body. You're telling your body, you're subconsciously telling your body, oh, you're weak. You're talking down to yourself, like, you're weak. There's no way you should be sad about that, or get over it, and all this other stuff. Like, you're hurting yourself more than anyone. Like, you need to be your best friend. Like, you need to, talking to yourself is not crazy. People think that, but it's like you have a voice within you. Like, you can talk without opening your mouth. That's your inner voice. So it's like, if y'all not tight, then you, like, that's a problem. Who you are on the inside, you need to be cool with yourself. Like, that need to be your best friend. You need to take care of that person. Like, that's you loving yourself. Like, regardless of what anybody tell you, like, it's, love yourself, man. It's okay. Like, it's not a gender put on that. So, like I said, if you're sad about something, allow yourself to be sad. If you're anxious about something, allow yourself to be anxious. Like, it's okay to get knocked down, but as long as you get back up, which you will get back up, because giving up is not an option. We don't quit. But we do need to allow ourselves to be real about our emotions in the moment. Like I said, I give myself 3 days. If I'm down and stressed about something, not saying yours got to be 3 days, because I don't know what you're going through. The pain you're going through might require a month. I don't know. I have been down for a month before, but I always find the strength to pull myself back up. Well, I'm not gonna be arrogant. Okay, me and God pull me back up. So yeah, just get connected with that inner voice. Like, talk to yourself, and tell yourself it's okay to be emotional. Don't feel bad about having emotion. And like I said, the things that you can't control, surrender those things to God. And the things that you can't control, do those things. So after you, like, okay, well, I've been sad long enough. It's time for me to get up off my ass. Okay, do things to help yourself. Take self-love baths. Do your hair. Get cute. Eat some good food. Work out. Dance. Do whatever you have to do to help yourself feel better. And remove negative things out of your life. Excuse me. Sorry. Rather, those are bad habits, toxic people, just anything that's hindering you, anything that's making you feel down, anything that's bringing your vibration down. You got to take care of yourself. So this is me being honest, y'all, about my feelings and stuff, how I've been feeling. This, I guess you can call this a Jazzy update, so I'll make that the title. But just remember to take care of yourself, y'all, physically, mentally, and spiritually. Face your emotions, face your demons. Don't be afraid to fall down, but always get back up. And know when you get back up and you try again and you keep moving forward, you're getting stronger and wiser each and every time. And most importantly, stay prayed up, stay connected to God. Because like I said, the things that we can't control, the things that we can't see, he can control and he can see those things. And he always has your back. As long as you're here and you're breathing, God has your back and God loves you. So with that being said, don't forget to like this video. And if you check out my other videos, like those as well so that they can circulate throughout the internet. I am Enchanting Goddess. And please subscribe to my channel. And I'll be making another video really soon. So be on the lookout for that. Thank y'all for watching. Peace and blessings to you and your family.